Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is your home for artisanal Bible study that's fresh and organic. Well, looking this week at Psalm 104, the first half, we're just through verse 17 this week. And we're going to look today at 11, 12, and 13, those verses, and talk really about the mercy of God towards the created order. Let me read verse 11 for you. They give drink to every beast of the field. The wild asses quench their thirst. By them shall the fowls of the heaven have their habitation, which sing among the branches. He watereth the hills from his chambers. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of thy works. You see, amongst the created order, God is displaying mercy and goodness. Now, the they there in verse 11, they give drink. By them shall the fowls of the heaven have their habitation. The they and them is relating to the springs there in verse 10. He sendeth springs into the valleys which run among the hills, and by them the birds build nests. By them the wild ass quenches his thirst. So every beast of the field drinks there, and God is the one who provides it. So his goodness towards these has been demonstrated here in verses 11, 12, and 13. So God's mercy even extends to the entirety of the created order. In creation, he has made a way to care and provide for each one. Notice that it says, they give drink to every beast of the field, the wild asses quench their thirst. By them the fowls of the heaven have their habitation, which sing among the branches. And then verse 13 says, he watereth the hills from his chambers. Do you remember the chambers? The chambers we read about, back in verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters? So he just takes some of that water and just pours it out on the hills so that the springs have water, so that the grass grows, the hills are softened, there's plenty for everyone. And so this is the work of God because he established this order. He established all the processes of nature, whether they're meteorological or otherwise, all the fauna, all the flora, everything we see on this planet has sprung out of his hand. He spoke it all into existence, and now he's caring for it. And it mentions his chambers there, so it's all of this is coming directly from the hand of God. The earth is satisfied with the fruits of thy works. That's verse 13, the end of verse 13. So the fruit of his works is his care for all of creation. And the earth is satisfied in that. So we have this package that's been created for us now by the psalmist. Not only did he make everything, but he sustains everything. So this is a beautiful picture of the love and care of God. Now tomorrow we're going to look at verses 14, 15, 16, and 17. We'll take a big bite tomorrow. And there's one creature that we haven't talked about yet. There's one part of the creative order that we've not talked about yet. We've talked about the flora and the fauna. We've talked about the meteorological conditions that God has created. We've gone back to Genesis chapter 1 and looked at all that happened there and the pre-created moment when he makes the angels, when he sets up shop by stretching out the heavens like a curtain, all of that. But now tomorrow, that one person that we've not seen yet, who could it be? I hope you'll join me tomorrow on Daily Dose Radio as we look at verses 14, 15, and 16, and 17, and the word of the Lord is going to come to men. So tomorrow we'll talk about that creature that we've not mentioned yet, man, on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.